Move from your bum this side, so you have more of that. Yes. Whoa.
All right, okay. My name is Joseph.
Wait.
All right, okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm feeling shy. I know I'm not.
You are. You're okay. Well, it's changing these days.
Sometimes, like when I get those bursts of energy, I am. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up, please.
Okay. My name is Joseph Mwanza, and this is my lovely wife.
Bro. Say my name, Kabili.
Maureen Mwanza.
Okay. So how we met. This is my version of events. I'm sure he's got his own thing that he's going to say. So we met in November of 2015 or 14, something like that. But we were preparing for Jesus in the House. So years back, we used to have Jesus in the House every December. So we were preparing for that, and he was one of the guest artists for that year. And I was in the praise team during that time. So we were rehearsing with the praise team, and he had come through to rehearse his set with the band and do like sound check and stuff like that. So while we were rehearsing, I noticed him. He was just like in a corner alone and stuff. So sometimes I get these bursts of courage. So after we finished rehearsing, I went over to him and I was like, "Hi, how are you?" He's like, "Oh, I'm fine, what?" Then I was like, "So what's your real name? Because I know your rapper name, but like, what's your real name?" So that's where the conversation like started from, and we just had like some light-hearted conversation. So what do you like, the music, how do you think, and stuff like that. And that was it. I even went home, I forgot about it. And that was our first interaction. That was how we met.
Yeah. My side. My side. Let's see. How do I recollect it? Yes. That's pretty much how it happened. Though I'm not sure about the corner though. But yes, it was pretty much how she has narrated it. I found at that time I found her really interesting because of how she steered the conversation at that time, which was very interesting for me. So because of that small interaction that we had on that day when we were rehearsing, she left a mark because I was like, oh, that's a really interesting way of how she was phrasing her question. So from that point on, she sort of left that mark, and I was like, okay, would like to have this conversation again at some point. So pretty much how she's saying that was how our first encounter was.
For me, no, it wasn't. I feel so bad saying that.
It's tough out there.
It's tough in the streets. No, it wasn't. I just thought he was a very cool person because I followed his music. So I thought he was cool, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this man. It wasn't like that, no.
Was it love at first sight for me? No, it wasn't love at first sight, but I was intrigued. Like I did find her interesting, because like I'd mentioned earlier, like the way she there was just something about her that had stood out during that time. So no.
All right. From when the interest grew, so the interest grew like a bit. So fast forward from our first encounter, I think about 4 years later. 4 years later from then, we sort of started hanging out again, and it was a bit more. It was a lot more intentional this time, and also the
environment that we were in, it sort of encouraged for that that type of interest to start growing, and that those thoughts of where you would think, oh, you know, I wonder how
dating is supposed to be like. Seeing we share a lot of a few interesting ideals, and so it was a couple of years later, that's when the interest started sparking, saying, okay, I wonder how it would be dating Maureen.
So years later, we started interacting with each other on social media, and then from there we now hang out in person, and it was just like so chill, so fun. So one hangout led to another and another, and so after we started hanging out, it was just one of those, oh, he's a cool guy, and then somehow, so I don't know, somehow it, yeah, I was like, I actually like this guy, I actually like him, so yeah.
Okay, so when I actually expressed how I was feeling, that should have been the rain season of 2019. I think that was January. January, yeah. It was January, right? Yeah. It was, huh? I've got the date correct.
You don't even know the date. Yes.
What?
It
the
was
date,
somewhere
no.
in January.
The date, no. I don't remember the date, but I do remember it was January, because we were sort of recovering from the rush of December coming to the new year, and so a lot had happened, and as usual, we were spending time together
during that period. But it was just you know, as friends, and some, you know, like some people would notice the spark and whatnot. So I think we should have been in a car park. We were, let's see,
were from getting takeout, and then we were just seated in the car in the car park, and then I just there was something that was different that day. There was there was something, well, other than the hunger, or it could have been the hunger that drove it. So and it was at that point that I sort of realized that I wanted more, I guess.
I wanted more of what she had to share. I wanted more of what her dreams were. I wanted more of what her life was going to be, and I couldn't. It's sort of when I had the thought of not being part of that life for her as it proceeds. I thought,
nah, let me take the chance, because I want to see more of it.
Being a rapper, did you create bars?
No, actually, I actually feel I've never brought out my rapper side to her. It's almost non-existent with her. So she knows Joseph.
No, not really. I made myself believe that he didn't like me. So even if my friends were like, but that guy likes you, he's always coming to see you, and what, I was like, sad. Why would he like me? He's just one of those guys who is fun and all of that. So I really didn't believe that he liked me. Deep down, I liked him, but I just like, I don't have a chance, that kind of thing. But when it happened, I was very, very pleased, So yeah, I was not expecting it at all.
As the one with a family.
As the, the real question is, what family? Okay, no, that's dark. That's dark.
All right. Okay.
Okay. For me, my sisters and my mom had met him under quite unfortunate circumstances.
Hey.
There was a time I really got sick while I was in school, and I was rushed to the hospital and stuff like that. And during that time, I was trying to call everyone at home, but no one was answering. So now I called him, and he came over. And at some point, we managed to contact my mom and my sisters. So when they came, they found him with me at the hospital. So it was a bit of a, and my mom is very traditional. So she's not the type that, oh, that's your boyfriend. Oh, okay. She's not that kind of thing. So it was one of those weird instances. But everyone really liked him. My sisters, they would always say, my girlfriend, rapper, and all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah. And at some point, let me just mention this. At some point, we had, I convinced him to have those dread extensions. So I made the thing, plaited him and all of that. And so when my sisters or aunties would see him, they'd be like, Varazi, Varaz. So they actually liked him. It wasn't that like, who's that boy kind of thing. So yeah, your family.
See what love can do. Convinced me to have dreads.
My family at the time, at the time we started dating, I only had my brothers. So for them it was this young lady.
They're funny guys, by the way, because they are actually younger than her. But they're like, this young lady is actually brings, she makes you happy. You are, a lot. You're different when she's around. So I feel that was the one response that I got from my side of the family. It was sort of like they just noticed that there was something different when she was around. So how long after? Let's see, 2019, 2020, 2021 was when the stars aligned. The stars sort of aligned, and the Lord was constantly been merciful, but during that time it was extra for me. It was a prayer answered. I was living in a prayer answered, and a section of that prayer was, Lord, if you could grant me this, I would. I'm definitely running after your daughter, and I'm not missing that opportunity. And I feel in that communication, God was like, okay, here you go, my son. And then immediately that rested upon me. I was just like, I can't waste this opportunity. And so immediately it came. I just ran forth, and anyway, yeah, pretty interesting. It wasn't. Or let me just say, I started the processes, because it wasn't just the issue of an engagement. Like she had said earlier, mom is very traditional, and it's something that I personally love, and something that we love. So I went through the actual processes. I was like, hey, I want to bring my peeps. I want to bring my people. And then like, her response was, oh, okay. You're serious? like yeah, like I want to like, wait, you like you're serious? You want to do this? I'm like, I don't see why there's anything that would stop us, really. I would want to bring my people, and yeah, and everything sort of rode on well from then. It was one gracious step after the other until we had our families come together, and then now she was waiting for the ring.
Yeah.
The ring which now I had to sort of make sort of like you are expecting it, but I would want to still
surprise you with it, and then that forward.
No,
I didn't know it.
I didn't know it.
No.
Wait, the first one didn't fit?
It didn't fit.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
But,
So the ring was big because I have like small fingers, but he tried to get the size correct, but it was really big, and then I was just like, what am I going to do with this? It's falling off. But after a couple of weeks, that's when we decided to now go together for me to actually choose the one that I like. But the very first one that he got did not fit. It was loose. No, I didn't expect him to know. I didn't expect him to know because like I said, I have really tiny fingers. So it's even just finding the size at the jewelry place, it was very difficult to find my size. Even the one I wear right now is big, so I have to add like a thingy here to make it stay proper. But I wasn't expecting him to know the size, no. So it didn't break my heart. Okay, so how easy was it for me to find my dress? So I had this tactic to say I should only visit like 4 or 5 bridal places. I shouldn't visit more, and I shouldn't see too many dresses, because if I see too many dresses, I'll have too many options and I'll get confused. So me and my friends would only like see about 2 or 3 at each place we go to narrow it down easily. Because when you go in that wormhole of looking at wedding dresses, oh my God, my gallery was full. It was full. It had so many things. But when I started narrowing it down to what I can find in Zambia, because I didn't want to purchase a wedding dress, I wanted to hire just for the event. So when I started looking within Zambia, I had a few places, and I think I only tried on maybe, I would say 5 dresses. Out of the 5, I picked the one that I liked the most, and then we just said, we're not looking at any more dresses. Don't send me pictures of dresses or videos of dresses. I don't want to get confused. So it was pretty easy.
Seeing her walking down the aisle for me, it was unbelievable, really. In the sense that I was looking at how far back that we had come from, and so getting to see her at the aisle was scary. It was breathtaking, and in all of that, in all of the emotions that were happening at that time, it was beautiful though. It's
it's something. It's something that I would encourage at least one person to experience. Well, one man.
At least each man to experience in their lifetime, because it's a rush. There's just so much that is happening, and there's so much you're trying to contain, but also it's peaceful because the love of your life is walking towards you, and it's breathtaking.
Okay, so me walking down the aisle. Funny story, I ran because so we were getting dressed from the venue as the ladies. So we had told the person who was managing the program to say, let us know in advance that the groomsmen have walked in and they're about to call the bride, so that we can come from where we were sleeping to where the entrance to the gardens is. This person didn't do that. So I'm sitting in my dress, relaxed, saying, okay, I'm waiting for them to tell me. Next thing we hear from the speakers to say, all right, everyone, stand up now. We're going to welcome the bride. She's going to walk in and all of that stuff. I'm still in the room hearing that outside. Me and my friends hold the dress and we bolt. We bolt out of the room. And I remember people could see us running up to where the entrance was.
I didn't.
I don't know what you were doing.
I was facing front,
No,
like
how were you,
the work
how
was.
were you supposed to see me?
Wait.
How were you supposed to see me?
So I really didn't see you like hopping with the dress and you're just
Yeah, we
from
were just
one end to
holding
the
it like
other.
this, running. Went to where the entrance was, and then finally I, calmed down and all of that. And the what do you call them? Bridesmaids. The bridesmaids quickly walked in, and I walked into the aisle. I walked in with the Avengers theme song. So I didn't use like these romantic songs and what. I used the one for the Avengers. If you are a Marvel fan, you know the sound. So I used that, and that's what I used to walk down the aisle. It was really nice. I struggled a bit because the dress was wide. So I had to like kick it each time I'm walking so that I don't step on it. I didn't carry a bouquet of flowers. I had a small bag, like a small little handbag in the front. So I had my hands like this, and I was kicking the dress and walking in front. It was so
I had no
nice.
idea there was kicking. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, it was something. It was a something. My mom and my uncles, because I lost my dad years back. So my mom and uncles and like my auntie. So it was like a bunch of people walking beside me and behind me and escorting me to the front.
We've been married for 2 years. It's going to be 3 in September. Children currently, no. And unfortunately, we don't have any children yet. So, what?
What?
Soon to come.
Yeah. Soon to come. Looking forward for a really noisy house.
What has kept our love alive? It's definitely God, because the way you get on each other's nerves when you are in the same house is crazy. But the patience that God grants us really helps. And I think another thing is I try by all means to make his life easier, because I'm of the belief that why are you getting married if your life is going to be more difficult than when you were single, right? We come into each other's lives to make our lives easier. So that has helped, and just being deliberate about spending time together, because like for me, I do make content and I have my own business, so sometimes it gets really demanding. You find clients are calling you at 21 hours, 22 hours. So now you have to say, okay, this is time for us. I can't be attending to this. And just putting that sacrifice. So, okay, this person, I'll have to call them back tomorrow because I have to spend time, quality time with my partner. So we've been deliberate about spending time. And we go on like really like useless expeditions, basically. I follow him wherever he goes. He follows me. We go and do really weird things. Or going to Salaula, for example, we go together and stuff like that. And I think that
That's
has
fine.
it's been fun. It's really fun. So that's what I would say for what we've done so far.
All right. Conflict resolution as a couple. It's something that that helps us. It's something that she actually brought to my attention. In the sense that with time we have sort of come to, or still trying actually, we're still trying to understand each other's apology languages. Like for her, I have to understand that
Understanding that she's one person that always, immediately there's sort of a rift that sort of happens between us. She's one who's really quick to resolve it. Why? Because she believes, we shouldn't waste any time that we have together being apart and being sulky over something that we disagree on. So it's something that I'm trying to understand, and also from her side, she's understood that on my part, I'm someone who, if in the event there is a rift, I'm someone who want to take time and to understand what has happened, how we're going to navigate it after this has happened. And so I'm more of a give me time type person. I don't want to speak immediately something happens. And so that once I reach that point where,
hey, what happened, I'm sorry. Once we have let it go, it's gone. It shouldn't come up again at any point, or we try at least to make sure it doesn't come up again at any point. Or if there's something that I would need to work on as a person, I would sort of require some time
to myself in order to deal with what it is that is affecting us negatively. And so understanding our apology languages has helped with navigating conflict, especially. It's something that we haven't mastered.
We're still, it's an ongoing process. It's still something that we are learning, and interesting also in that fact.
Two things I appreciate about my husband. So, what I appreciate, number one, is how he supports me. When we got married, I was not a content creator, and it's just something that I picked up when TikTok became famous during COVID, during that time. So he's been very supportive in that way. Sometimes I ask him, like, can you do this video with me? And he'll be like, all right, fine. And then he would do it to the best of his, ability. I think when I started my business, I remember when I decided to give up trying to get into formal employment, I went to him and I told him, say, you know what, this job hunting is depressing me and it's making me really, really upset and stuff like that. And he said, okay, take time, find out what it is that you would want to get into, and then let's see how we move from there. So he's a very supportive person, and he's also funny sometimes.
Oh, well. I'll take sometimes anytime.
Yeah, he's also funny. He does things to like make me laugh and just be like a really good sport. So yeah, those are the two things I really appreciate off the top of my head that I can think.
Two things I appreciate about my wife. Okay. She's very she is very forgiving. It's something that the majority of people would say no. Women don't say sorry, but I feel I'm one of the few men who dispute that and say, I think it's a bit different where I come from. Like
she's really quick. She's just really quick to resolve conflicts and the like, and it's something that I've really grown to appreciate about her. Just so you know, I don't really take it for granted.
Okay.
So
It
that's
painful,
that's
yeah.
that's 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 one thing that I really do appreciate. She's really fast in that regard. Then the other thing is she's smart. She is really brilliant. Like the ideas that she comes up with. Hence why it's easy for me to support because I trust. I'm just like I trust that someone's going to be doing the children's mathematics.
No, not me. I already gave up that one. I just
I
said me when it
trust.
comes
I
to math.
trust.
No, leave me out of it.
Well, okay, but yeah, but she's really brilliant. Her advice is incredibly sound. It's stuff that just she doesn't. It's like it isn't difficult for her to just come up with stuff. It's just like, oh hey,
Have you considered? I was like, I'm sorry, what? No, like, have you considered this? I'm like, you know what? I didn't see that. I didn't see it really. I didn't see it. Thanks. And I would say most of the stuff that has really gone well has been because of her contributions to it, and it all stems from her just being a brilliant lady.
So, word of advice for those who are getting married. I've always said this, and I think I should say it again. Find what works for you in that house, because they're going to tell you stuff. I would tell you stuff, your counselors would tell you stuff, the internet would tell you stuff. But you have to find what works for you and what makes the both of you comfortable and happy, and without having to sort of infringe on the other person. You find things that make you happy, that make him happy. Find a midpoint. When things are not working out well, see how you can accommodate each other as well. And I think another thing is to not stop dating each other. Go for movies, do stuff to impress each other. I've noticed in my time, people do open up and they say, like, no, things are different and we don't do this, we don't do that. But you have to keep trying to impress the other person the same way you were doing it when you wanted them to be your girlfriend or when you wanted them to be your boyfriend. So just keep doing your best and do what works for you. Don't live with the standards of other people, and also don't compare yourself to other couples, because if we have maybe a house in the 2 years that we've been together, we've built a house, and then you start feeling like, oh, I'm not doing enough, you're going to rob your own, you're going to steal your own joy, because comparison is a thief of joy. So just live within your means, do what makes you happy, just be in your own bubble, and everything will be fine.
As a man, I feel, for me, what can help for couples that want to get into the institution of marriage is, from a guy's perspective, getting to appreciate the things that that she does. Actually, I think it just goes both ways. It's both the ladies and the gents.
From the gents side, it's appreciating the effort that she puts in. I feel for something that is done daily, you find yourself in a state of complacency where, regardless, it's still going to be done. Let's say like for example, the meal that you prepare for the family, the laundry that she's going to do for the family, the maintaining of the home. I feel it goes a really long way when you actually acknowledge and show that the effort that's being put in is seen
and you appreciate it. And for example, she's been doing meals for you for two whole years, and the effort that she puts into that, and then you don't give her a simple thanks or a genuine thanks, actually, where it just was like, oh hey, thank you for dinner tonight, like thanks for what you cooked, or I see how you spend a lot of time in the house and how you decorate it, and how just how you maintain the household, how you take care of the kids, our kids. just like
say thanks and making it like a frequent thing and not it waiting for a special day, maybe her birthday or Women's Day. Just it's those small things that become a habit and that become the foundation of your relationship. Being grateful and also acknowledging the effort that someone puts in. I feel for me something that really does help couples bond and for their union to be a lot more stronger. It's those small, simple things. Both ways. For the lady, you appreciate what the man does. He's out there, he's doing what he can. Outside, he's bringing back what he can with the effort, with the tools given to him. And it's not easy. It's not easy people going out and doing what they have to do. And just a simple thanks, gratitude, I feel that really does go along. What lesson have we learned? I think we have learned patience with your significant other, in the sense that we are ever changing. The person that I proposed to be my girlfriend in 2019 is not the woman that she is now, and a lot has happened. A lot has happened in the sense that she has a different vision from what she had in 2019,
and so being patient to understand your significant other really has played a vital role for me. I feel that has played a vital role for me. I'm not sure if there's anything.
No, I think that's pretty much it. Just patience, yeah. The 7th of July.
30th of November.
You don't go away. Welcome to
Yes, it is.
But okay, so I'm big on birthdays. I think maybe I've recruited you into that. But like when in the beginning, he was like, it's just a birthday. But then back then, I would like buy for him to my stuff. I buy to my t-shirts. I'd actually save up, and because I was in school, so I would like save up, and then on his birthday, I buy to my stuff. I put in like a bag. I'm like, happy birthday, and it's like, oh, you did something for my birthday. Oh, wow, thanks, yay. But for me, my birthday is not even a birthday, it's a birth week. Starting from the 25th of November, we must be celebrating every day. So I think I've recruited him into like getting excited about birthdays because I get excited about my birthday.
Yeah, she's big on gifts.
Yeah.
This
Thank you so much for sharing. So now we need to say my name is.
All right. My name is Joseph.
And my name is Maureen.
And this is how we met.